Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. Welcome to issue 111 of Build Your Own Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 from the year 1967 from our good old friends over at DeAgostini. Now if you'd like to grab this and build this along with me, and who wouldn't, pop over to their website. There's a clickable link below in the description. And you too can be building this stunning 1/6 scale model with me, folks. Let's have a quick look through the magazine. You've got the Shelby story there, the 2014 SEMA Mustangs. Look at that, stunning, isn't it? It's almost got like a honeycomb effect over the front grille there where the black transitions into the burgundy. Do like that. And a big old cobra head going up over even the bonnet bulge. Beautiful. Professional racer Vaughn Gittin Jr. unveiled the specialist 600 brake horsepower drifter created by his company RTR. The Spec 2 option offered a highly modified chassis and custom tuning. This showcased by 3D carbon wrapped weight shredding carbon fibre parts around a supercharger boosted engine developing 640 bhp. My God. What are we up to today parts wise? We have got the left and right bonnet hinges. So we're going to be putting them all together, attaching them to the bonnet of the car or the hood of the car, depending where in the world you are. Loads of springs and bits and pieces. So pay attention to how this is going together, folks. Okay. And it will just ensure that when you do finally fit everything together, it's all going to function as it should. Okay. And that's what we're going to end up with. Hinges and plates all fitted to the relevant parts, ready to be mated in a later issue. All American, the bell helmet, the driver's best friend. Yes, where would you be without a decent lid? Yeah, in a bad place, folks. It is that important. So it gives you loads and loads of blurb there on the distinctive helmet liveries of some of our most iconic racers. Jackie Stewart with his tartan, King Kenny Roberts there, back in the day of the 500cc two-strokes with his very distinctive livery there. US returns to Formula One there. Romain Grosjean drives the first car there of the Haas. Australian Alan Jones and Frenchman Patrick Tambay prepared their Team Haas cars way back in 1986's Hungarian Grand Prix. That's the press conference at the Haas headquarters. Here it was revealed that the experienced driver Romain Grosjean would be leader of the new American team. And he had a very lucky escape in a crash where he burnt his hands, but the car broke in two. And yeah, the video of that is on YouTube, and it just goes to show how important the halo was in Formula One. If you haven't seen that accident, that will prove what, how safe the modern cars are. And this is Colton Herta, born in the year 2000, shown here in his early racing life. He is regarded as a very promising driver in American motorsport. Here you go. That's the magazine done, folks. We'll put that to one side and we'll come back. We'll do a bit of assembly for you. All right, issue 111 is these hinges. Arrive in the packet like that. Let's get these open and we'll lay them out and we'll start attaching these. So we want 11G and 11B. So let's get some of these out. Again, these are handed. So let's sort those out. That's right with a spring, and that's left with a spring. So let's sort them out. We've got the hook facing that way, and we want a screw hole there, and we are going in there like so. Okay, that's what it's telling me. So that's what I'm going to do. PS02 screw, it says. So that's what we'll do. So let's grab one of those. Get the PS02s out. Take two of them out because we'll do exactly the same on the other side. And do this stage by stage, I think, just so that I can keep an eye on the bits and bobs and all of that. so that we don't get lost. So that's going to go up with that one. Let's drop a bit of oil on her, like that. Double check our instructions, which are here. We've got this little protrusion, left side 111G, L on the side, and then 11B, which has got left on it as well. Okay, so that's what we're after, folks. Orientate it so that it looks like it does in the photo. It's got it slightly straight there, so we'll do that. Jaunty angle and all of that. And we're going in this hole. So let's pinch both of those together and see if we can get that along my knuckle there and in place. Again, I'm not going to over tighten it because you want a bit of movement. Happy with that. Make sure it all works, which it's telling us, which they do. So we're happy with that. So we'll put that over there with that one. We'll do the same now this side. We want that. We want that. We're going the opposite way round. And that screw. So let's grab a bit of oil for this one. Like so. And then we're going in this hole here. So let's do that now. Try and orientate it so that I can line them up, and then I can slide that along my knuckle then. Couple of turns. Get that piece of paper off my screwdriver. And again, just make sure we got a bit of turnage. So that's that one. Spring each side. Happy with that. Right, we want to place the free end of the right hinge on the bonnet. First hole there is what we want. So that's what we're going to aim for. And that is going in place with a DS19 screw, folks, which is up here. So let's open those. I'll empty them out the packet and keep them up in that corner. We'll grab one with a bit of oil, just so that we can go in that front hole. Then I'm going to cut the thread before I actually put the hinge plate in, just so that we've got the paint cut where this has been sprayed. Just helps it go in a little bit easier rather than try to hold everything in place. You can just cut the thread to start it off like that. And you can see the paint just on the thread there where it's cut through it. Quickly double check what I've got going on there. How's that attached? That's attached with a DS19 on the back as well. If I cut both of these threads with the same screw, because it's got oil on it left from when I did the first one. Give that a pinch. And we'll do the same on that one. That should now go in nice and easy when we go to line these parts up. There's still oil left on it. Right, so it's got the right hinge. Is going in there. Let's try and orientate this so that you can see. Let's move that. I want to scratch it. There we go. Go through the hinge first, and then I should see the hole. Like that. That's it. Just pop straight in. Couple of turns to get it going. And where that paint's already been cut, that's going in nicely now. There you go. We then want the backing plate, which is this one. That is then going to go up and over this protrusion, like so. And that's going to be held in place with a PS28, which is the silver one with the washer built in. Let's grab one of those. Bit of oil. And again, this is going into plastic, so don't go too mad, because you'll strip the thread. You can't really afford to strip the threads on these ones. let it bite like that. Okay, that's what you want. And then that now is going to go like so, and then it's going to drop in there, and then this notch is coming up over this liner. Okay, you want to just pop that in like so. It will land right where it wants to go. Get your next DS19 screw, and we'll pop that into situ. Let that go around the thread. Just like that. Straight in there, because we pre-cut that hole, if you remember. And then we can fully home that now. This little bracket can be fully tightened because it doesn't need to move. The hinge that does the moving. Okay. We then want to grab the next PS28 screw, and that is going to go and hold that spring in. So I'm going to put a bit of oil on and cut this thread like so. Then we can hook the spring on. Put the screw back in. And then tighten the screw down. And then we're going to hook this spring up and over the top of this bracket. Okay, then let's get my god hands out. Like so. There you go. That was easy. And that's now given us that hinge. That's that hinge sorted. Now we repeat it on the other side. That part is going on the inner wing. So we're going to do the same this side. So it's both the hinges on the bonnet now. We can put that to one side. Not worry about that now. So I shall wrap that in its protective coating and store that somewhere nice and safe. And we're going to be putting the right hand one of these on. And luckily for us, they've really thought of this, because the eagle eye will spot right and left stamped on the die cast for us. So we really can't mess this up, allegedly. So right is going over on there, and left is going up over there. So let's turn it around so that it's actually right near me. Let's bring them out of the way a minute. There you go. Oh, we're going down in here. Okay, so double check. Right, over them, like so. Same with that one. And that's where it's going to live. Grab our screws, our DS19s, on the end of the old screwdriver end. Get a bit of oil on her. Might as well leave that there. We can send that home now. Just make sure it's fully aligned. Like I say, they're not going to move because you've got a raised lip and a cutout on them. So they are pretty much sculpted to only fit the one way. Again, nice bit of oil. Give it a twist and let it go down the thread. And then we can put this one in. And that is where we're at on that issue, folks. And we'll fit this together so you can see what it's going to look like. It'll come underneath like so, okay? And it'll all go together quite nicely, like that. But for now, I'm just going to rest it because I don't want to scratch anything. So there you go, folks. That is that issue done. So, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in and keeping me company. Remember, if you want to grab this and build along with me, head over to the DeAgostini website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can be building this wonderful, wonderful Partwork. Also, to help me out, if you can click little faster in the corner there and subscribe to the channel, I'll be eternally grateful. Ring the bell whilst you're there to get notified of upcoming future content. Remember to thumbs up the video, and Hype does me a favour and suggests the video in other people's feeds. Thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe and well. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.